Hello, I'm the Shadow Martinez, and yes, this is my voice. And like in my first and previous video, I will be explaining more about SkullCrusher. Now you may ask, who is SkullCrusher? When did you come up with the idea? Well, I'm about to tell you a long story. Well, to be honest, I don't think it is long. Anyway, it started on one night during the year 2018, almost becoming to the month of December. I had a dream. Okay, I had a dream, and it was in a mansion, and it was very dark until then I hear a noise. And then I looked around, and I saw it. It was SkullCrusher. And then dozens appeared, I'll be explaining more about that later, and probably in the near future episodes. Anyway, more appear and start chasing. And that's about it. Yeah. But it still kept haunting me. Because the next few days, I kind of had a similar dream, but it's different. It's just showing like hints or pictures of SkullCrusher in different places. Like the time that there was like a restaurant, and then I keep seeing pictures of SkullCrusher. Okay, enough with that. So let's start with the story. The one that I did in the first video. So the beginning, it showed him reading a book because he's a smart kid, and of course he likes books a lot with comedy and adventure. And then he bumps into a kid who is older than him. And then if you look closely, SkullCrusher is like waving his hands or arms like he was saying he's sorry, right before he gets punched in the face. Anyway, the part you saw, like before, it showed two people. It showed the big adult and then the small kid. The small kid was him, and then the adult was his dad. And he remembered a moment. That's where he last remembered his dad. And then he has a memory of him with his wallet. And then a tear came out, and then the kid is still looking at his wallet. He's like, how many money do you have in there? Anyway, those blue thingies with purplish, bluish thingies, if you know what I mean by that, are like blue and purple energies that came from the portal that will show in a little bit further if you watched it. So if you didn't watch it, you better go to the first video and watch it first. Anyway, and then it did this explosion, right? Which now it looks like, it used to be looks like stick figures, if you know what I mean. But now it changed it to, the characters changed it to something else, like HD, that's what I'll say. It's because of the explosion. And he's a skeleton now because the explosion made some very extensive heat, and then his skin melted. No need to be that violent though. Don't blame me. Anyway, and then something grabbed him. And he turned and saw the portal thingy, which I call it the mythical. Don't blame me, I'm bad at naming things. Okay. Anyway, SkullCrusher tried to get its arm tentacles off of him, but it won't work. And it gets pulled into it. So, yeah. After he went in it, he fell in a very deep, bottomless pit, that's all I'll say. And then now there was portals opening around him. He saw one, which is another SkullCrusher, as a cowboy waving at him. And the other one, I'm not going to spoil it because this may be in a little bit further future videos, okay? But I'll just say what it has in that picture. It had a big eyeball right there. I'm pretty sure that's it. And then he finally landed. Well, it didn't show it because, no, just never mind about that. And then 11 years later, he has a map. And then you can see it's crossed out because he's been doing this for 11 years. Going into each of every portal, which are like a lot, dozens. And then there was one that was not marked out crossed yet. And it was on the tower thingy, where he is right now. And so he jumped in. And it says SkullCrusher's life will continue on along with the others. And by that, I mean with the other living beings that will continue on with this life. It will show their own adventures. And so that's the ending of that story. And don't forget to please subscribe and like this video. Okay? See ya later.